It's a very warm welcome to our viewers and welcome to a new episode of Arab Affairs, bringing you the latest news in the Arab region, beginning with the Palestinian Health Ministry that said the Israeli occupation strikes have killed at least 30 Palestinians in different areas across the Gaza Strip, where the occupation troops have ramped up their aggression in recent days. We have the details in this report. The Palestinian Health Ministry said that the Israeli occupation strikes killed at least 30 Palestinians in different areas across the Gaza Strip since the morning, where the occupation troops have ramped up their aggression in recent days. It added that dozens of people were wounded in the attacks, which mainly hit the center and south of the territory. In Gaza's north, a hospital reported 3 of its staff members were injured after Israeli occupation drones dropped bombs on the facility. Elsewhere, another 2 people were killed in a strike on a refugee camp in the center of the territory. The Israeli occupation continued its airstrikes on populated areas and neighborhoods and the vicinity of the hospital north of the Strip. Palestinian Health Ministry said since March 18th, at least 3,673 people had been killed in the Gaza Strip, taking the overall toll of the genocide war to 53,822 people. The occupation army carried out over 75 raids on the Gaza Strip in the last 24 hours, targeting many areas including Khan Yunis and the northern parts. Meanwhile, the United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres said the Israeli occupation forces have only authorized for Gaza what amounts to a teaspoon of aid when a flood of assistance is required. And again, he signaled that the UN will not take part in a new distribution plan. Guterres told reporters in New York that without rapid, reliable, safe and sustained aid access, more people will die, adding that the long-term consequences on the entire population would be profound. Aid shipments to the Gaza Strip restarted on Monday for the first time since March the 2nd, amid mounting condemnation of the blockade by the occupation troops, which has resulted in severe shortages of food and medicine. Welcome back. And in related news, in a statement, the World Food Programme said 15 of its trucks were looted in southern Gaza. UN body said hunger, desperation and anxiety over whether more food aid was coming was contributing to the rising insecurity, calling on Israeli authorities to get far greater volumes of food assistance into Gaza faster. We have more details in this report. In a statement, the World Food Programme said that 15 of its trucks were looted in southern Gaza. The UN body said hunger, desperation and anxiety over whether more food aid was coming is contributing to the rising insecurity, calling on Israeli authorities to get far greater volumes of food assistance into Gaza faster. Aid shipments to the Gaza Strip restarted Monday for the first time since March the 2nd, amid mounting condemnation of the Israeli blockade, which has sparked severe shortages of food and medicine. Israeli Defense Ministry body that oversees civilian affairs in the Palestinian territories said that 107 humanitarian aid trucks entered Gaza on Thursday. But Philippe Lazzarini, head of the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, said the UN had brought in 500 to 600 per day on average during a 6-week ceasefire that broke down in March. He said no one should be surprised at scenes of precious aid looted, stolen or lost, adding that the people of Gaza have been starved for more than 11 weeks. UN expert Francesca Albanese at the Cannes Festival, meanwhile, on Friday, called for Israel to lift the blockade on Gaza completely instead of allowing aid to trickle into the war-torn territory. Earlier, Amnesty International last month said Israel was carrying out a live-stream genocide against Palestinians in Gaza, claims Israel dismissed as blatant lies.